this lecture we're having today, the importance of Arabic and tajweed.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
Now here we are in Sri Lanka. More than 5 centuries ago, and I'm not here just to tell you your own history, but more than 5 centuries ago, the Sri Lankan people were well known for their fiqh and the study of the Arabic language. This was a place that this was known. This was a quality that was known from the people here in Sri Lanka and the Maldives Islands.
وَإِذْ أَخَذَ اللَّهُ مِيثَاقَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ لَتُبَيِّنُنَّهُ لِلنَّاسِ وَلَا تَكْتُمُونَهُ فَنَبَذُوهُ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِهِمْ وَاشْتَرَوْا بِهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا فَبِئْسَ مَا يَشْتَرُونَ.
The very first thing that Allah chose to tell us was what? Iqra, read. Read what? The Quran.
Men see the world too well from a mountain. Read. In the name of thy Lord, who created man from a sensitive drop of blood, who teaches man what he knows not. Read.
How can you do that without knowing the Arabic language? Some might say, well, it doesn't mean read, it means recite. Well, you still have to recite in the Arabic language. So that demands, we have a rule in fiqh. Whatever the ruling is, for one thing, in order to do that thing, whatever you have to do to attain that thing, it also has the same ruling. For example, if we have to offer salah, and there is no salah without wudu, if it's fard to offer salah, then the ruling on wudu is also fard. Because we have to have wudu in order to make the salah. So Allah has told us to read the Quran. He's made it the very first word in the book. Iqra, read. And the very first thing that the Europeans did when they came to this island was to stop up and to wipe out the study of the Arabic language. Now that's an interesting point that you all should look at. They were unable to establish these islands or any place as a colony without stopping the mini universities and the different mahadarat and the madaras, the madrasas all over the island that were teaching the Arabic language. Without stopping them, there was no way they were going to colonize the island. Why? Because first of all, in order to stop you from learning your deen, they must cut you off from the source.
لا تطرحوا أماكنكم حتى يأمر النبي. إن اكتنفكم العدو فانطحوهم بالنبل.
I said that these islands were known for their fiqh. How many fiqh books are in the English language? We might have not more today than we had 500 years ago, but there are still not that many fiqh books in the English language. So how familiar, how much access can you get to your deen if you don't know the Arabic language? So in order to cut you off from that source that's giving you guidance and to turn you around and give you something that is not going to guide you anywhere, they cut off your desire. First they wiped out the schools. And then they implemented a reward system for those who can best articulate in the English language, so that the drive and the desire of those who want to succeed would no longer be in that thing which is deen, learning Arabic, memorizing Quran, learning the fiqh. It would now be towards the secular studies that would keep you involved in their world. That would keep you going around in a circle, and your way of finding any solution would be lost, because there is no solution in kufr. There is no solution for the things that ail them. That's why they commit suicide. That's why they have all the problems that they have within themselves, because they never find peace. So in order to keep us away from that, they push this program of English or French or Spanish or whatever, Portuguese, in order to get you away from the Arabic language. So I tell you, if you want to establish an Islamic community, the most revolutionary thing that you can do is pick up the Quran every day for 30 minutes. I challenge you to pick up the Mus'haf, or if you don't read Arabic, pick it up in English and read for just 30 minutes a day. That's approximately 10 pages. 10 pages of the Quran in Arabic is half of a juz. If you read 10 pages a day, in 2 months, you will finish the whole Quran. If you finish the whole Quran every 2 months, how many times a year, don't count Ramadan, will you finish the Quran? How many times? 6.5. Because if you count Ramadan, you do the whole Quran in Ramadan, and then you have another month. And so then you'll finish the Quran. If you finish the Quran 6.5 times a year, even if you never memorize, you never look to memorize it, where will you be in 3 years with the Quran?